Yeah, what up, guys? Welcome back to another GeoGuessr Pointless video. Today, we're playing another semifinal match, I guess. Even though there's three matches, I'm still going to call it a semifinal. We got Jamabi, GC, and Malfunction here with us today. We're going to do quick introductions. Jamabi, if you'd like to introduce yourself first.
Yo, welcome in. Yeah, I've been a 2025 World Cup player and about to get completely destroyed by GC and my function.
Great. Yeah, he played Blinky in the first round, guys, so not an easy task, I think, for him in this year's World Championship. GC, I'll kick it over to you next if you'd like to introduce yourself.
I'm afraid it doesn't get any easier for him. I'm GC, content creator, bit of a caster, commentator for some of the championships this year.
Yeah, GC commentated the EMEA major, I do believe, and hoping to see him back on next year because we love his commentary and his content as well. And then Malfunction, kick it over to you last but not least.
Hello, I am a professional GeoGuessr player. I played in the World League this year and hopefully also next year, but we'll see.
Perfect. Hopefully we get to see you in there as well. Okay, before we start off, let's go over the rules real quick for anybody that's new. It's going to be a 1v1v1. There's 6 rounds total. Each round will have 6 possible questions, and turns will alternate as we move round to round. So if player 1 goes first in round 1, then player 2 will go first in round 2. To win, be the player with the lowest score across 6 rounds, trying to get as close to pointless as you can. I removed the final round for these semifinal matches, so we're just going to do 6 rounds straight, and then whoever gets the lowest score is going to move on to our final. I'm not going to spoil who's there if you haven't watched the previous episode, but you're going to be playing a very good player in the final. No surprise there. Okay, GC, you are our lowest seed, actually, out of the 3 competitors here. So that means you get to pick whether you want to go first, second, or third. What are you thinking?
Might as well kick things off as soon as I can and go first. Why
Okay.
not?
I like the strategy. GC going first. Malfunction, you are second lowest seed, so you get to choose between second or third. Which position would you like?
I think second is the best choice there.
Okay, perfect. That's how I have you written down on the spreadsheet anyway. Jamabi, you'll be going third, which is perfect. Don't have to edit anything there. All right, let's reveal our first category then. Oh, of course. we need to, if you guys are enjoying the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I totally forgot that I had this slide up here, but helps out the channel and brings you back for future geography game videos. All right, GC, let's see your category here. It's going to be the shape of water. You're going to get a shape of a lake anywhere in the world. And you're going to have to tell me what the name of that lake is. So with 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, GC, here we go.
Wow.
It's a bit harder with lakes, I think.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. Okay, I'm just going to take a second. There's one I know.
That's good.
Definitely. There's another one that I'm pretty confident on, but I
think it's always good to have one in your back pocket.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if I'm ever going to take a guess on anything but the one I recognize straight away. No,
yeah, you can
I'm
use
gonna.
yeah,
I think I'll be safe. Nothing's coming to mind for quite a few of them, so I'm gonna go.
Okay.
If I may, actually, there's another one that looks really familiar, but I'm not placing it. Anyway, I'm gonna go with B, which I think is Balaton.
All right, we're going for Balaton 4B. Let's see if that is a correct answer. It is correct. Very nice, GC. And it's a good point total to start us off. 41 points for B there. Very nice. Okay, that puts us on Malfunction now. With 1 minute on the clock. Malfunction, the board is yours.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was going to go for B. I know 2 of the other ones, but I feel like those are really easy. I feel like I should know the other 3, I guess, but Especially E looks so familiar. Well, I have a hunch, but I feel like it's way too risky to go for that one.
All right, you have about 30 seconds left here, Malfunction.
Oh, I don't, I don't know which one's harder.
Yeah, I think it's
I
about,
don't know how people know.
that's part of the game, just deciding which one you think the surveyors did better on, I guess. All right, 10 seconds here.
I'm picking F and I'm saying Lake Victoria.
All right, we're going for Lake Victoria for F. See if that's correct. It is, of course, correct. Very nice. And it's going to be 44 points. Very nice. All right.
That being as difficult as Balaton is surprising to me, but sure.
Yeah. I mean, you got to take it where you can get it. Okay, Jamabi, 45 seconds on the clock. You can talk us through the board if you want.
Okay, okay, Lake Victoria was the only one I recognized. So might be cooked. I thought A might be like a Swiss lake, like I don't know, Lake Zurich or something, but I'm not sure. C looks super recognizable, but I don't know. E almost looks like California, but the power is cut off.
Okay, 15 seconds here.
That would be. Was A ever Lake Malawi or something?
All right, 5 seconds. Going to need an answer. You, Jamabi.
Okay, A Lake Zurich.
All right, we're going Lake Zurich here. Let's see if that is correct for A. Not going to be correct, unfortunately. All right. That means 100 points for Jamabi on this one, but GC and Malfunction both putting up good scores in the 40s. GC has 41, Malfunction has 44, and Jamabi has 100. Going into round 2, still anybody's game. Does anybody know what A is? Was that one of the ones that you knew, Malfunction?
Baikal, no?
Yeah, it is Lake Baikal.
Yeah, that's the other one I was.
Oh yeah, I knew I recognised that peninsula bit in the middle. Is C? It's just a.
I made a good call.
Is C Titicaca?
C is Titicaca. Yeah,
No.
that would have been 33
really?
points, so a little bit lower there.
Oh, that's so obvious.
Makes so much
I
sense.
just
Yeah.
didn't think of that.
And then D, I think, was our second lowest score on the board. It is
It looks familiar.
in the Americas.
Is it? It's not that one in Jalisco, is it?
No, it's not.
It's one of the Great Lakes, right?
It is. It is.
I always
thought it
forget
was
which is
Erie.
which.
It's Lake Erie there. I think the Great Lake
Yeah.
shout was good. 25 points there for that one. And then E, familiar. It is in a Southeast Asian country. Maybe
Okay, I was wrong then.
might not know the name either.
I thought it was like Lake Managua or whatever, Lake Nicaragua.
Now that's a
Tonle
valid
Sap.
guess. It is Tonle Sap in Cambodia,
Cambodia,
actually,
yeah.
right in the middle there.
Below Siem Reap, that kind of. That
Yeah,
one,
you
right?
never really think
Yeah.
about the shape of this
Yeah.
lake because I feel like there's
That
just no
makes sense.
coverage on the lake itself.
Yep.
So it's hard to think of.
Yeah, that's really been good.
And yeah, we do have Lake Victoria for the last one, of course. All right. That scores 41, 44, and 100. Malfunction, you'll be starting us up on round 2. Let's see what it is. It's going to be go big or go home. You're going to get a country, and you're going to have to tell me the largest subdivision by area in that given
Oh
country.
my god.
Okay? With 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, Malfunction. Here we go. And you have the size, if that even helps at all.
Oh, this is gonna be terrible. I barely even know the oblast for some of these, I'm gonna be honest.
You, like Finbar, like calling everything an oblast, regardless of if it's an oblast or not. All right, minute on the clock here.
Interesting that the Peru one is bigger than the Kazakh one. Which makes me think I should know it, but
Yeah.
I don't. I have no 100% on this one. Just a bunch of guesses. I guess I'll go Colombia and I'll say Meta Department.
All right, we're going meta
I don't
for
know if that's
Colombia.
true.
Let's see if that is correct. Not going to be
Ow.
correct, unfortunately, there. I like the guess. I do like the guess. Very valid guess there. Okay, Jamabi, minute on the clock. Here we go.
Okay, I feel like I maybe know the Japan one. I'm trying to figure out one of the difficult ones. Kazakhstan has like multiple big ones, but I'm not sure which ones are actually like. I have like some coming to mind. Don't really know how the borders work. Peru, I have a shot, but that might be a wild shot.
All right, 30 seconds left. Jamabi.
Yeah. I feel like Hokkaido's. Oh, Japan is quite obvious when people thought of it. Yeah, I know.
10 seconds.
Do I risk it with Peru? I guess I'm just going Japan, Hokkaido.
All right, you're going Hokkaido for Japan. Let's see if that's correct. It is, of course, correct, being the largest prefecture. And it's going to be 76 points there. All right, GC, over to you. You can walk us through the board if you like. 45 seconds on the clock.
Kazakhstan's a bit of a stab in the dark for me because I can't really picture any of the regions as being standout big compared to the others, so I wouldn't really know what to go for. Kenya, I feel like it'd be maybe one of the northern ones, but I don't know which. Peru, maybe like Madrid, Dios, or Amazonas, but I'm going to go with Philippines, Palawan, which could work.
All right, we're going for Palawan for the Philippines. Let's see if that's a correct answer. It is a correct answer. Very nice, GC, weeding that one out. And it's 25 points for GC there on round 2. So very commanding lead going into round 3. I'll give the scores after we go over the answers here. Does anybody have a guess for Peru? It is one of the Amazonian ones, but it's just about knowing the name.
Loreto?
It is Loreto, yeah. And that would have been
That's what I thought.
30
too.
points. I think that's where Iquitos is.
I should have gone for that instead of Meta.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. Kazakhstan, does anybody want to throw out a guess? No wrong answers.
We've gone October maybe. But
It is October, and that would have been 21 points there. Javavi, 2 correct answers out of your mouth, but fortunately did not answer them. Does anybody have a guess for Kenya?
I would have gone Turkana.
It is Turkana, and that would have been 14 points. Philippines is correct, 25. And then Colombia, not meta. I think a lot of people went meta on the survey, but there is that Amazonas state in.
I don't even know what that is. That's unfortunate.
Which would have been 23 points. And then Japan, of course, Hokkaido there at 76. So Javabi knew all the answers, but unfortunately just didn't want to risk it getting that 100 on the first round, which kind of plays into the mental, I'd say. Okay, Jamabi, no worries though, because you'll be leading us off on round 3, which is going to be called Pride of the Nation. You're going to get a photo of a national animal. You're going to have to tell me what country that national animal represents. Okay? Pretty simple. Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Yep.
Minute 30 seconds on the clock.
All right. That's a good question.
All right, you got a minute left here, Jamabi. So a lot of time.
Yeah. I think the only 2 I have like some idea about are maybe C and F, but
okay,
a bit rough.
All right, we're approaching about 20 seconds left here.
All right. Hey, where did you have tigers? I want to say something Asian for the tigers, maybe.
Okay, 5 seconds.
Gonna go with Myanmar, C.
All right, we're going with Myanmar for C. Let's see if that is correct. Unfortunately, not going to be correct there. Okay, GC, over to you with a minute on the clock.
Couple of these are certainly tough. I'll say that. I think I know what I'm going to go for though.
Okay.
I think I know two of them. Could have a guess at another, and then the other three I'm clueless. I'm going to go with B, which I think is France.
All right, we're going with France for B. Let's see if that's correct. It is correct. Very nice, GC. And how many points is that going to be? It's going to be 36, which is a good score there for round 3. I think they have the rooster on their football kits as well.
They do.
Like for their national team.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, very nice
Which-
pluck there.
For keen-eyed viewers, I was wearing a France shirt in my last pointless game.
Oh,
A bit of an Easter egg for you there.
no. The rigged allegations are going to start now.
Yeah. True.
Okay, Malfunction, over to you. 45 seconds on the clock. You can walk us through the board if you want.
I don't have any idea for A. I feel like I should know D. It's a Fennec Fox, but I don't know where the fuck they're from. E is probably Peru or Bolivia, but like I don't know which one that would ever be. F is obviously China. So the question is, do I go for that or do I go for the risky? I think it's a Bengal tiger. So Bangladesh would make sense.
15 seconds.
Well, I had the GC is way too far in the lead to go for the China one. I'm gonna go for C and say Bengal tiger. It's Bangladesh.
All right, we're going for Bangladesh for C. Let's see if that is a correct answer. It is correct. Very nice. It's a Bengal tiger as well, and that's going to be 69 points. They're pretty high. I would have expected both India or Bangladesh for that one. I think they're the national animal of both. A is a Caribbean country. I didn't really expect anyone to get this one. Yeah, no guesses. It's the Bahamas, for the Marlin there, which would have been 9 points. France, good job using that football kit logo stuff to your advantage there, GC. It's going to be 36. And then D, it is a Middle Eastern, or not a Middle Eastern country. It's an African country. North African, though.
Egypt.
Close.
Libya.
Even closer.
Algeria.
It is Algeria, yeah.
Okay.
16 points there. And then Malfunction did hit it on the head. It is Peru for that one. But I know she was between Peru and Bolivia, so makes sense not to take the risk. Would have been 51 points. And then China, good thing Malfi didn't go for China there because that would have been a big 98 pointer. Yeah, everybody getting that one. Okay, GC, after 3 rounds, you're at 102 points. Malfi's at 213 and Jamabi's at 276. All right, let's move into round 4 here. GC, it's going to be called Park It Right There. You're going to get the name of a national park, and you're going to have to tell me which country that national park is in. Pretty simple, I think.
Nice. Yeah,
Here
I
we
like
go.
it. I like it. Oof. Okay, I definitely know a fair few. I think, like I don't really want to be taking gambles. I just want to be trying to get right answers and hopefully not scoring too highly in the process.
Good strategy.
I think I'm suddenly doubting myself now. Why am I doing that? No. Triglav, I think is Slovenia. I'm going to go with that. Hope that's right.
Is that what you're going with as your answer?
Triglav, Slovenia. Yeah.
All right. We're going for Triglav National Park in Slovenia. Let's see if that's correct. It is, of course, correct. Very nice, GC. It's pretty high there, 65 points, but you did get a correct answer like you wanted, which is great.
All right.
All right. Malfi, over to you. Minute on the clock here.
I know 3 of them.
All right.
I mean, I feel like there's only one of them. Well, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. And the last 2 are impossible. I think I'll have to go for Güreme Historical National Park. I think that's the one in the label of Turkey, so that's what I'm gonna say.
All right.
The one with the cool rocks.
We're going for Turkey on that one. Let's see if that's correct. It is correct. Very nice. And it's 54 points. A little lower than GC's answer there. Good job there, Malfunction. Okay, Jamabi, 45 seconds on the clock. You can walk us through the board.
I want to know which two Murphy things are impossible. Okay, Manuel Antonio, I have no idea. I think that's like Central America or something. Torres del Paine should be southern Chile, I think. Romo is like the Indonesia one with the cool volcano, and Kruger is like South Africa. Just don't know if I should go for the Chile one or the Indo one. So for the Chile one, I'm not sure if it could even be Argentina.
All right, 10
I'm just gonna
seconds.
say Torres del Paine, Chile.
We're going for Chile for that one. Let's see if that is correct. It is correct. Very nice, Jamabi. And it's going to be a nice 49-pointer there, so scoring our lowest out of the three. As mentioned, Torres del Paine is
That's surprising to
Chile,
me.
49.
I really thought that was famous.
A lot of people went Argentina on the survey as well.
Oh,
I think
strange.
that's the 50-50. Yeah,
I've never heard of this Indo one.
it's the
Where
East
in
Java
Indo is
one,
it?
I think.
East Java.
Yeah,
Oh, the
It's
one
like-
where the road goes in it.
there's
Okay,
coverage
yeah,
in the
okay.
inside the crater, I think.
Yeah.
I
didn't know the name of it.
And Jamabi, you were right saying that this is a Central American national park. You want to throw out a guess? I mean, you've been hitting on most of them.
Like Costa Rica, maybe?
It is Costa Rica, and that would have been 7 points if you had gotten that one. Turkey, as mentioned, and Kruger, South Africa, was 94. Everybody knowing Kruger there. And then Triglav, 65. So, yeah, good job weeding out the ones that you guys knew. I think for that one, let's check our points. GC's at 167. Malfi's 100 behind at 267. And then Jamabi's at 325. So still a chance, especially with Malfi leading us off on our next round, which is, of course, the bird's eye view round. Here we go. GC does not look too happy about it. I saw in the cam.
Yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah.
But Malfi, you'll be starting us off, minute 30 on the clock. Here we go.
I do like this one. Never mind. I do not like this. Uh-oh. I think I know one at least.
Okay.
They don't have to be
1
countries
minute.
with Street View, right?
They are all countries with Street View, yeah.
Oh, okay. That narrows it down.
Otherwise, it's a bit hard for you to recognize it if you've never seen it before when playing GeoGuessr, I think.
And I need the city name, not the country.
You need the city name, yeah.
All
right, 35 seconds here. I see GC and Jamabi both leaning into their monitors. Trying to look for clues.
There's some of these that I definitely should know.
All right, we have 15 seconds.
Okay. I'm between two of them.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to go for B, which is Odessa, I think.
All right, we're going for Odessa for B. Let's see if that's correct. It is correct. Very nice. How low is this going to be? Going to be 27 points. Good get there.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
For
good.
Malfunction. Okay. That puts some pressure on our other two competitors here. Jamabi, minute on the clock. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know any of them for sure. I have a thought for D and E. E, I can have a 50-50 between cities. There's an airport. I'm not sure if both of those cities have an airport. D, I mean, I could be on the wrong continent, to be honest.
All right, 20 seconds left
What
here.
am I gonna do? Really in the 50-50? Something south of this as well.
All right, 5 seconds. Gonna need an answer.
Walrus Bay for D.
All right, you're going Walvis Bay for a D. Let's see if that's correct. It is correct, Jamabi. Very nice. And not a lot of people getting this one because it is 18 points. Very nice.
I thought that one was easy.
That is a
Okay.
good score. New country with Street View. I assume many people haven't really gotten it enough, I would assume. Okay, GC, over to you. 45 seconds. You can walk us through the board.
I'm pretty lost, to be quite honest. Really lost actually. A and E both look really familiar to me. Oh god. A, I should be. I know I recognize A, but I just can't place it. F seems maybe quite big. Can't think what it is. E looked immediately familiar to me.
10 seconds here, GC.
Oh god, I think I've got no chance here. Purely because I can't think of anything else. I'm going Muscat for E, but I just don't think that's.
All right,
I can't think.
we're going Muscat for E. Let's see if that's correct. Not going to be correct, unfortunately. That is going to be 100 for GC, which makes our scores pretty close, but let's go over the answers first before I reveal the scores. A is a Japanese city, I guess.
That's what I was thinking, but I can't think of what Japanese.
Is that one at the bottom of
It could
Lake
be.
Shiga?
Lake Shiba or something? No,
Lake
what's it called?
Biwa, it is not
Lake
there.
Biwa, that's it. No,
Not there, not there. It's a very northern city, actually.
Oh, it's Aomori.
It is Aomori, yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah.
that's so obvious.
And that would have been 15 points there. Odessa, as mentioned. C is a U.S. city. We have the coast on the east there.
I've definitely seen it before.
Oh, is it Florida somewhere?
It's Florida.
It's Florida.
But
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Is it Jacksonville?
Is it? Oh,
It is Jacksonville, and that would have been 35.
entirely forgot
points.
about Jacksonville.
Walvis
Damn.
Bay, 18. And then E is in Argentina.
Rio
Yeah, it's Rio
Gallegos?
Grande.
Or is it Rio Grande?
Yeah.
It's Rio
Rio
Grande.
Grande.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that would have been 11 points. And then F is a Southeast Asian city, capital.
Vientiane.
It is. And that would have been 17. Not a lot of people recognizing
Oh.
the Mekong there. Yeah, I mean,
All the ones I recognized were lower points than the one I
yeah,
went for.
our surveyors. I struggle with the bird's eye view rounds, and I think the surveyors are a good representation of me in a way.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That means our score is pretty close going into round 6. GC is at 267. Malfunction is at 294. And Jamabi's at 343. So, Jamabi, you'll be starting us off, actually. Which is good, because you are in last. So you do have a chance to get a very low score here on round 6, which is going to be lights, camera, action. But instead of cities this time, we're using countries. You're going to have a country name that you're going to replace with the blank. And you're obviously going to also get the year of the movie as well. Okay, Jamabi, minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
Okay. Country. Oh, Jeff.
I know a lot of people think GeoGuessr players don't watch movies, and I think that's generally the case.
Oh, I've watched less movies than Finbar, I'm sure.
All right, we got a minute left here, Jamabi. All right. We're running up on about 30 seconds left here.
I actually have no idea.
Okay.
Crazy.
That's not good. I mean, a lot of these movies are from before you were born as well.
Wish I could say the same.
Same. All right, 10 seconds on that.
I don't know. Good Morning America. I don't know.
All right, you're going Good Morning America. Let's see if that's correct. It's not going to be correct. There is, that TV show that runs in America every morning called Good Morning America on the weekdays, but that is not going to be correct for that one. Okay, that means that it's time for GC minute on the clock. Here we go.
Okay. Do you know all of them? I think.
Okay.
But I think salmon fishing in the Yemen is a relatively obscure one on this board. I think it's right as well. So I will lock that in.
All right, we're locking salmon fishing in the Yemen in. Let's see if that's correct. It is correct, but did GC pick the right one?
I've never remotely heard of this.
He did. It's going to be 4 points there. Very
Bang.
nice, GC. I think that about locks it up. Well, it does lock it up for you. But Malfi, you can still give
That is
a guess
unfortunate.
here. 45 seconds on the clock.
Okay, well, I think I know number 1, number 2, and number 5. I'd never heard of the Yemen one. Do you like The Last King of something and The Prince of something? I've heard of both of those, but I couldn't place what. I think it's Good Morning Vietnam. I'm not saying that one. There's Big Trouble in Little China. I think it's Hotel Rwanda, but I feel like I might be making that up. It's like a war movie. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for that one. Hotel Rwanda. Why not live a little?
All right.
For that one.
Let's see if Rwanda is correct. It is correct. Very nice, Malfi. And it's 23 points. Good score there.
It's pretty good.
A very nice way to end it off. But GC is our champion. Let's tally up the score. Oh, well, let's go over the answers first, of course. We do have Rwanda and Big Trouble in Little China, which was 35 points, salmon fishing in the Yemen. And The Last King of Blank, does anybody have a guess? I know GC knows it. Malfi or Jamabi, do you know it?
Not a clue.
All right, GC, take it away.
Scotland, I believe.
It is The Last King of Scotland, which would have been 25
I have heard
points.
that.
Malfi, you did mention Vietnam for this one. It is correct, and that would have been 54 points. And then the last one is an animated film. I think I watched this when I was in school. It's like a popular I don't know why. Anyway.
The only thing that's appearing in my brain is Persia, but that's like a video game thing, unless they made a movie out of it.
No. GC?
Prince of Egypt, I think.
It is the Prince of Egypt, 44 points there. Okay, let's tally up the scores here. So, GC, after that last guess, you could not be caught. You have 271 points to end us off, which means you'll be our champion today. Malfunction 317 and Jamabi at 443. So congratulations to you, GC. You'll be moving on to our final against
Thank you.
a player that I still will not mention, but you should be excited. It will be a very, very good matchup. And I think whoever comes out of the third semifinal, it's going to be an excellent grand final overall with GC and our other player in there. Okay, well, thanks for watching. We're going to do some outros real quick. Any shout outs? GC, you're a champ, so I'll kick it off to you first.
Thank you once again for having me, Dallin. You are a legend as always, and shout out to Jamabi and Malfunction. Great competitors, great to play with them.
All right. Thank you, GC. All right, Malfunction, you were in second. You can give shout outs or whatever you want here.
Shout out competitors, I guess. And shout out Vietnam for no, not Vietnam, Rwanda for giving me points at the end. The entire nation of Rwanda.
Yeah, very nice. Shout out the entire nation of Rwanda. All right, Jamabi, anything you want to shout out?
I guess shout outs to my faction, shout outs for GC, and thanks for having me on.
Yeah. No problem. And I'll be dropping their socials, their YouTube channels, their Twitch channels, if they would like, in the description down below. So definitely check all 3 of our competitors out today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another GeoGuessr video. Peace.